award this afternoon is the Pathway Award. The Pathway Award was begun in 2017 to recognize local individuals, businesses, churches, and other non-Scout entities that support Scouting in our community. Without these supporters, Scouting would not be as successful as it is in the Pathfinder District, as it is in the Pathfinder District today. Previous recipients include Mount Auburn Church, the Greenwood Fire Department, Kevin Roberts and Imperial Fence, and this evening we are glad to award it to Zinc Distributing and James Zinc Jr. These folks have supported Scouting through the use of their facilities, equipment, Eagle Project assistance, monetary, and other donations. Mr. Zink and Zinc Distributing have been helping local Scouting units since 2012, beginning with helping local units recycle cans out of date products. Pack 96 was the first unit that was able to buy uniforms, books, and say cups that would otherwise have been left out, being able to go summer camp. Mr. Zink and his company have allowed the district to use their facilities to hold meetings free of charge. The company has donated time and equipment to help move items when necessary, and they have donated countless cases of water to Eagle projects throughout the district. It is only with the continued support of our community partners, such as Mr. Zink and Zinc Distributing, that our local Scouting program continues to prosper. It is my honor to award the Pathfinder District 2020 Pathway Award to Mr. James Zink Jr. and Zinc Distributing Company. Our next award this evening is Cub Master of the Year. Our Cub Master of the Year is Matthew Kennedy, a man that we've all seen throughout the year, in spite of not getting together, who hosts all of our roundtables. And we really want to thank him for that on top of everything else he does. Matthew Kennedy is Cub Master for Cub Scout Pack 499 of Rosedale Hills United Methodist Church in Perry Township. He also serves as the Troop Advancement Chair and Merit Badge Counselor for Scouts PSA Troop 499. He's also the District Committee Vice Chair, or has served as the District Committee Vice Chair, District Communications Chair, and District Parliamentary Chair for Pathfinder. Matthew completed the Wood Badge program in fall of 2016 and has had the honor of serving as a Wood Badge staffer 3 times. He's earned the Unit Award of Merit, Pathfinder Guiding Light Award, Scouter's Key, Scouter's Training Award, and Den Leader Training Award. This year, in 2020, in spite of the COVID shutdown, Matt and his leaders were able to recruit 20 new Cub Scouts, cross over 10 reloads into Boy Scouting, and have an 89% retention rate. It is my honor to award Matthew Kennedy the 2020 Pathfinder District Cub Master of the Year Award. The District Award of Merit. The District Award of Merit is the highest award that a district can present to a volunteer. It is given to a scouter who renders noteworthy service to the youth of the district. Tonight's recipients will be joining a group of distinguished volunteers that have helped make Pathfinder District a great place for scouting. Tonight's first District Award of Merit is Andrew Durant. Mr. Durant has been a den leader, a Webelos leader, a troop committee member, a scoutmaster, an assistant scoutmaster, a merit badge counselor, an Eagle Board participant, and a Pathfinder District Advancement on the District Advancement Committee. And he has been a valuable part of the Eagle process in Pathfinder District. He has worked with Mr. Heath on project approvals. They cover every aspect of the Scouts project and make sure that the Scouts have a plan and are ready to start the project. Since March 2020, Andy and his group have organized and coordinated virtual meetings for project approvals and boards of review. In this year of 2020, when everything is virtual, these guys have really stepped up and taken care of our district in a way that is just, I can't say how well they've done. It's amazing. It's my honor to award the 2020 District Award of Merit to Andrew Durant. Our next award this evening is the Guiding Light Award. The future of scouting depends on the light of the unit leader to follow the path of the scouting ideal. Lord Baden-Powell said that the role of the leader is to lead our youth to ever-increasing roles and responsibilities to become great leaders. Each unit in the Pathfinder District may nominate a volunteer in their pack, troop, or crew that most exemplifies the scouting spirit in their actions and in their commitment to scouting. The 2020 Pathfinder District Guiding Light Award recipients are Jamie McGrath, Pack 499, Alan Inkenbrandt, Pack 265, Paula Miller, Troop 245, Doug Muse, Troop 615, R. Bruce Wallace, Troop 107, Mercedes Buchanan, Troop 219, Robert Black, Troop 265, Mike Mattingly, Troop 139, Amanda Carpenter, Troop 228, Peter Settle, Troop 92, and Patrick Horan, Troop 264. Thank you. So tonight we have a very special award called the William D. Boyce Award. In a heavy London fog in 1909, American businessman William D. Boyce became lost. He was approached by a youth who took Mr. Boyce to his destination. When offered a tip by Boyce, this unknown scout refused to accept it, saying that he could not accept money for a good turn. This good turn gave birth to the scouting movement in America. William D. Boyce was one of those organizing individuals who could see thousands of American youth exhibiting similar values. Since 2005, the William D. Boyce New Unit Organizer Award has been presented to recognize volunteers who exemplify Mr. Boyce's organizing spirit by organizing one or more traditional scouting units. The award is a square knot placed over the three colors representing the three phases of our program: Cub Scouting, Scouts BSA, and Venturing. A volunteer can earn this knot by organizing one traditional unit, and a program device can be earned for up to 3 additional units organized. In a year of shuttered doors and overwhelming odds, it is my honor to introduce our District Director, Tucker LaPrade, to present the award, the William D. Boyce New Unit Organization Award, to Amy Holtzcutter and Mercedes Buchanan for organizing Acton United Methodist Troop 219. Mercedes is unable to be here this evening, and Amy will be accepting on both behalf.
A lot goes into forming a new unit, which I did not realize at the time of starting a new unit. So I just want to do a quick thank you on behalf of Mercedes and I to some people that were instrumental in getting this done and helping us through these last 2 years of being a new unit. First off, our family support, my partner in crime, Mark, and our 2 kids, Madison and Nicholas, as well as Mercedes' partner in crime, Ryan, and her kids, Jocelyn and Wyatt, or their kids, Jocelyn and Wyatt. There were a lot of people that provided mentoring, mental, financial, as well as other support, including Felicia and Chris Crow, Don Delk, James Devine, Mike Heimel, Mike Holzcutter, my parents, James and Riley Burge, the AMC Youth Group, our charter organization rep, AUMC, including Pastor Matthew, and our charter organization rep, Andrew McCain. The family scouting team, of which Carrie, Emma, and my girl, Ray, for all her help in getting this going. Tucker, as well as Troop 104 and 1776, who donated supplies. And above all of our leaders that are current as well as past, parent-wise, Betsy, Brian, Connie, Heather, Jeff, Joel, Karen, Mark, Mercedes as well, Tiffany, Todd, and Yuri. So, but most of all of our girls. I mean, we started with 5 when we turned in our charter, and we now have 18. So it's growing. Everybody's having fun, and that's the whole point of doing this. So thank you, everybody.
Our next award this evening is the Scoutmaster of the Year Award. The 2020 Pathfinder Scoutmaster of the Year is Tim Shilson. of Troop 51, chartered by St. Jude Catholic Church. Mr. Shilson has been the Scoutmaster for the past 14 years. Prior to that, he has served as a den leader, a Webelos den leader, a Cub Master, and an Assistant Scoutmaster, and a popcorn colonel for both the pack and the troop. His awards include Eagle Scout, Firecrafter, District Award of Merit, Scouter Award, Training Award, and Roundtable Commissioner of Training. During his tenure as Scoutmaster, he has had 18 boys attain the rank of Eagle, including 3 of his own sons. Tim has been described as an intimidating mountain of a man with a long gray hair and full beard. You can tell. He's also been described as a faithful, devoted servant leader of Troop 51 for almost 20 years, with over 25 years in scouting. His leadership style has been described as a sage, fatherly figure. He has written countless high school senior retreat letters for those scouts who chose to attend, signifying his relationship with those young men well beyond their scouting years. Tim is a wealth of knowledge to our scouts. He loves attending summer camp at Randsburg, can tie knots for days, and is an eternally optimistic leader in counseling scouts on merit badges and rank advancement. It is my honor to introduce Teresa Neese, who will present Mr. Shilson the 2020 Pathfinder District Scoutmaster of the Year Award. Our next District Award of Merit is Brant Garganis. Brant has been serving within the district on the unit level and on the district level for several years. Brant earned the rank of Eagle during his youth scouting journey, and since then has been serving in various areas, including Merit Badge Counselor, Assistant Scoutmaster for Troop 139, Unit Commissioner, District Member at Large, and Assistant District Commissioner. He has also received the Boy Scout Leaders Training Award and has gone through Wood Badge. When speaking to Sharon Cohn, our BSA registrar, she said, "I can personally tell you that he makes a marvelous commissioner. He was instrumental with the online processing of the charters this year. And with the decreased staffing at council, he helped her quite a bit. His attention to detail," she says, "is fabulous." Brant lists attending the World Scout Jamboree, sea-based training conferences, and his Wood Badge Leadership Challenge as his most memorable accomplishments. This type of commitment is what is needed to propel scouting program forward and to help with our youth. It is my honor to award Brant Garganis the 2020 Pathfinder District Award of Merit.
Well, thank you so much for having me. Thank you so much to the awards committee for putting on this wonderful event, to Nat Ridge, to Christy Penix, to Jared Kavanagh, to Margot and Tony Brandenburg. Did I miss anyone? Keep going. You can cut that out, right? Great. Thank you once again for putting on such an amazing event as we celebrate this year in the Pathfinder District, as we celebrate the volunteers that make this program happen every day for our youth. You know, 2020 has looked a little different for all of us in the scouting program. But the amazing thing about 2020 is it has shown the resilience of the youth in our program and the resilience of our volunteers. And I want to talk just a little bit about some of that resilience today. First, I want to talk about camping. Despite in 2020, our long-term summer camp being postponed due to safety reasons, I can say with much pride that all of our troops in the Pathfinder District did some kind of long-term summer camp. And I'm sitting here looking at Nat Ridge, knowing that he took his troop to the Smoky Mountains for a week. And that is just a prime example of our volunteers showing resilience and saying, well, we've got this curveball of COVID thrown at us. we're not going to let that affect the kids, and we're going to still go out on a wonderful long-term summer camp. So thank you to Nat and to all the Scoutmasters and scouting programs that continued on this summer. In that vein, I'd be remiss if I didn't say that we owned adventure. Not only did we do long-term camping, but our troops sent us postcards of troops and adventuring crews sent us back postcards from 14,000 feet in Colorado, from whitewater rafting in Pennsylvania, and many other adventures. We served our community, and I think that speaks to the heart of what the scouting program is all about. There were countless food drives that popped up from scouting units. There was a new initiative that we started at the Crossroads of America Council and exemplified, as we always do in Pathfinder District, the Adopt a School program, where in the fall, Cub Scout packs went out and beautified their school, whether that was planting flower beds or picking up trash. In the fall of this year, one troop in particular, Troop 104 and Troop 219, collected 2,200 bags of food, full bags of food for their community in their Scouting for Food drive. So our scouts doubled down on service this year. Speaking of service, we had over 35 Eagle Scouts this year in the Pathfinder District. And those Eagle Scouts performed over 10,000 hours of service through their Eagle Scout service projects. Just an amazing legacy here in the community on the south side of Johnson County. We continue to recruit and engage new families. We ended the year, even during the pandemic, serving over 1,800 families on the south side of Indianapolis and Johnson County. And we started new units. New units starting this year was Troop 1621, Troop 1499, and Troop 1108. I also would like to thank our district volunteers. These are the folks that kind of make sure that things are spinning in the background so all our unit volunteers can do the wonderful work that they do, and say a personal thank you to our District Key 3, our chair, Angie Adelsberger, and our commissioner, Marshall Broadwell. Finally, I'd like to thank all the awardees today, whether they are Eagle Scouts or District Award of Merit winners, or many of the other awards here in Pathfinder District. You guys are the reason that scouting is strong. You guys are the reason that some of these young people in our program are going to grow up and think back so fondly about the time they had in scouting. And not only that, think about the parts of their character that were shaped through their scouting experience. So thank you so much, and thanks again to the awards committee for putting this event on.
Hello, my name is Gary Kavanagh, and it's my pleasure to be here with Andy Durant and to list the boys who have achieved the outstanding accomplishment of becoming an Eagle Scout in the year 2020. Alexander Bachman, Troop 263.
Nathaniel Cook, Troop 183.
Kevin Wagoner, Troop 183.
Jackson Hoover, Troop 266.
Alexander Moore, Troop 139.
Benjamin Owen, Troop 499.
Troy Bishop, Troop 210.
Jacob Carson, Troop 245.
Harry Harden, Troop 499.
Cole Waterman, Troop 499.
Noah Carroll, Ship 621.
Graham Canway, Troop 245.
Liam Shahan, Troop 1776.
Timothy Weaver, Troop 1776.
Kevin Bashirs, Troop 621.
Brett Barger, Troop 218.
Caden Carter, Troop 218.
Cole Bonner, Troop 499.
Jacob Sullivan, Troop 266.
Christian Camby, Troop 615.
Aiden Miller, Troop 227.
Samuel Smith, Troop 104.
Alexander Morris, Troop 615.
Dylan Tadas, Troop 1776.
Kyle Gebhardt, Troop 1776.
Michael Wood, Troop 1776.
Alexander Moore, Troop 210.
Spencer McKinney, Troop 1776.
Alexander Ridge, Troop 264.
Kyle Griffin, Troop 621.
Connor Ross, Troop 264.
Jonathan Miller, Troop 227.
Benjamin Barrett, Troop 564. May these boys always remember their responsibilities as an Eagle Scout, and let's celebrate with them their accomplishments. It's my honor to be presenting the award for District Project of the Year. We had 38 Eagle Scouts this year who put in more than 10,000 hours on their projects. The project is really the culmination of almost a year's work for every one of these boys. Many of the boys have had very creative projects and involve many different aspects. Our winner this year is Waterman, and his project was putting in bicycle paths for bicycle training, and he's going to come up here and tell us a little bit about the project. Cole.
So, my project over the past year was in 2019, right before the 2020 pandemic. Me and my troop decided that we were going to instate a bike trail over at Washington Park. This was done with the help of Officer John Wall, and of course all of my troop members, including my scoutmaster and my own father, as well as the other dads that were in the troop. We decided that we were going to break concrete and put it along the trail as a sort of armory for traction, because the trail itself was a horseshoe. It was on a downward slope, and it caused a lot of incidents where a lot of bikers were injured or harmed. And I wanted to make sure that it was safe for everybody while they were biking down the trail. So they had this bed of concrete. Me and my troop decided that we were going to break apart the concrete and use it as a layering stone in order to create traction for all the bikers out there. Now, I did a lot of setup. I put a lot of hours into November, right before the project, with talking with Officer John Wall, talking with my own dad, Scott Waterman, who has helped me out quite a bit throughout this project, and I know I couldn't have done it without his help and guidance. And then the times of December, it was the 24th and the 27th, which are not the best days for an Eagle Scout project, let me say, with the holidays just around the corner. Now, there was one person that helped me out the most, and I would not be standing here today if it was not for him. My scoutmaster, Steve Sitzman. He helped me through all of this with kind of a forced love, in the sense that if I didn't get it done, I was going to get it done no matter what, really. There was no if, there was no when, it was you will. And I got to say, Mr. Sitzman, it's been an honor for you to be my scoutmaster. I say I would not have been here today without this man. Thank you.
You don't know how far your project reaches. You never know who you touch. But when word of this came out, I have it in my pocket here somewhere. One of the Marines I work with is an old Marine. He served in Somalia and throughout Africa. And now he paints crosses on rocks. And this is a piece from the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. Because your project, it was about the police reaching out to some inner city kids. And that really touched his heart and some of the kids that he works with now. And so he painted this rock for you. And like I said, this is a piece off of the Soldiers and Sailors Monument. And he wanted me to present that to you.
Our next award this evening is a High Adventure Leader Award. Our recipient this evening, Mark Mandel, was unable to be here. Accepting on his behalf is Kavanagh. Mark Mandel began his scouting career in 2011 with Cub Scouting as a den leader, assistant Cub Master, and committee member of Pack 245. He was a troop committee member of Troop 265, venturing crew associate advisor for Crew 173, and ship skipper for Ship 621, which is the award that he is being honored for tonight. Over the years, he has also served as unit commissioner, district member at large, district chair, council committee member, merit badge counselor. His awards include the Commissioner's Key, Arrowhead Award, Cub Scouter Training Award, and Wood Badge. Mark served as the skipper for Ship 621 for 3 years. As the second skipper of Ship 621, he grew it by over 100%, making sure that all youth and adults were 100% trained. It is my honor to award Mark Mandel the Pathfinder District 2020 High Adventure Unit Leader Award. Our next award this evening is the Partners in Scouting Award. The Partners in Scouting Award is presented to a couple who together volunteer their time for scouting. Tonight, we honor Margot and Tony Brandenburg, a couple that everyone knows. Margot and Tony have always been involved with the youth, either in their church or in the scouting program. Although Margot and Tony never had children of their own, they believe that every youth should be involved in a program that was going to build the kind of attributes that one would need in order to be a contributing member of their community and a proactive citizen to our great nation. Tony began his scouting journey as an 8-year-old Bobcat and has been involved in the scouting program ever since. Margot joined in her scouting journey as she was given the opportunity to serve as the Children's Auxiliary President for her church and be involved with the children that were Cub Scout age. Her first scouting position was as a committee chair for 5 years. They have both served in the Cub Scout program of Pack Committee Chair, Cub Master, Den Leader, and so forth. They were also involved in VSA with the older boys. Margot was a committee member and treasurer for Troop 356 for several years. Tony was also a committee member, charter board representative, committee chair, assistant scoutmaster, varsity leader, venturing committee member, and had several scout camp and high adventure experiences with the youth. They've really become even more involved when they were asked to serve in some district positions. They have served as unit commissioners, assistant district commissioners, and Margot also served as the district commissioner for Pathfinder District for 6 years. She recruited more than 50 new commissioners to serve on her staff. They are both District Award of Merit recipients and have earned the Commissioner Arrowhead Award, Commissioner Key, Commissioner and Excellence Award, and the Distinguished Commissioner Award. Margot has also received the William D. Boyce Organization Award. They have also served on the District Award Committee for several years, and Margot has been chair of that committee for several of those years as well. They have both also served on the District Training Committee, helping train our scouting leaders in their respective positions, and have taught at University of Scouting. They have been involved in training for the unit commissioners during their service. Margot was the chair for the University of Commissioner College. She organized and recruited teachers and staff for several different councils and districts that helped her be able to create such great events. She was able to secure great keynote speakers for the event as well, including our national commissioner, regional commissioner, and area commissioners, along with the Central Region Director. Tony served on the University of Commissioner College staff for several years as well. They both have achieved their master's degree at the University of Scouting, and they have taken their first steps to their doctorate degree. They have been involved in serving on the council level for over 10 years. They are both wood badge trained and are beavers as their critters. Beavers. Really? All right. They're also both Silver Beaver recipients and have been on the Silver Beaver Award Committee for several years, and Margot being the chair of it for 3 years. Margot and Tony have dedicated a majority of their lives in service to the youth in our communities. They believe that through a program that trains their leaders to be a good mentor to these youth, they can literally change the life of that youth. They have been so proud to be members of Scouting Movement for approximately 60 years combined. It is my honor and distinct pleasure to present Tony and Margot Brandenburg with the 2020 Pathfinder Partners in Scouting Award. Our next District Award of Merit recipient is Gary Kavanagh. Mr. Kavanagh has received the Scouters Training Award, Voyager Canoe Award, Scoutmaster Award of Merit, Wood Badge, and Firecrafter. Over the years, Mr. Kavanagh has served as a Troop Committee Chair, a Crew Committee Chair, Troop Committee Member, a Scoutmaster, District Advancement Committee Secretary, and this year especially has been an Eagle Board participant. Gary takes part in both the approval process and the board of review of Eagle Scout candidates in Pathfinder District. He has helped Scouts plan their projects, make sure they are worthy of an Eagle Scout. As District Advancement Committee Secretary, Gary schedules all Eagle boards and preps each candidate and recruits adults to serve on the boards. Since March 2020, Gary has worked with Andy Durant to successfully organize, convene, and complete all Eagle boards virtually. It is my honor to have his son, Jared Kavanagh, present the 2020 District Award of Merit to Gary Kavanagh. Thank you to all of our presenters, and especially to all of the hard work of our volunteers this year, our leaders, and especially our awardees. As we wind down this program, it's a tradition started by Lord Baden-Powell himself at Brownsea Island to end an event with a parting teachable moment known as the Scoutmaster Minute. Normally we would have a scout come in as a group of adults and give us a teachable moment because, as we know, we can learn as much from our scouts as they can learn from us. However, with the COVID and the social distancing, I'm just going to pretend to be that scout. You can look at a good scout unit like a horse in a cart. The horse has to be strong and steadfast. The horse has to be trained so as not to buck and run when it's not supposed to. The horse works as a part of a team, and each pulls its share of the weight so that the load of the cart can be pulled over the long haul. The horse represents your adult scout. They need to be trained to understand the scouting program and what their role is in it. The adult volunteer needs to appreciate the aims of scouting and move the unit in the right direction. Adult volunteers need to be steadfast and keep in mind that the unit is bigger than one person. They need to know that what they do today will have a lasting impact on the unit's future. The cart is the unit program. It can be as full as you want or as empty, but the cart is always moving behind the horse. The program or the unit is the reason for the horse to be there. It is the why of scouting, the aims, the methods, and the thing that keeps the boys coming back for more. The cart can be loaded heavy as long as it has good horses to pull it. And what drives the horse and the cart are the youth. Youth leadership makes the horse and cart go. It holds onto the reins and steers the team. It is their cart. They get to decide how much or how little gets put in. They are taught to lead the horse team and see the benefits of what is in the cart. A good horse, cart, and driver make for a good scout unit. When the elements work together, are trained, and understand how it all works together, there is nowhere the unit can't go, and there's nothing that it cannot do. The cart cannot be put before the horse cannot function without the driver, and the driver has no purpose without the horse and cart. And in closing, I want to thank each and every one of you for all you do for scouting and for the men and women of tomorrow. I want to give a special thanks to our event sponsor, Johnson Heating and Cooling, to our award sponsor, Brookson Insurance on behalf of Erie Insurance, and to the Elks Lodge 1818 of Franklin for giving us our facility to meet in this afternoon. God bless. Stay safe.